Hello and welcome folks to Seeker Legend Pathfinder Daughters of Fury Episode 4. Now, the reason I'm coming to you this way is because there was some slight technical issues at the start of the stream last night. So, to save you guys a bunch of mostly muted video, I'm going to edit it out and put this in the front. So, there wasn't much to start with. The party had begun exploring after retrieving the farmers from around the various holdings of Arwell Stead, and had just been ambushed by a group of Hell's Fury hunters when I realised that the issues with the audio. So tune in and welcome back. Let's hope this goes well. Aren't where they should be.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's been happening to me a lot more and with pretty much everything. So, let me just roll back and double check your perception rolls. Okay, Xander, Claudius, Ilin. Okay, so of the party who are up front, yeah, Ilin and Ilka, you'd be the ones who'd be able to spot this. So I'll just you'd be able to point these guys out to the rest of the party. So I'll just remove their cloaking. Now it's time to roll initiative, folks.
Yeah, that plus 11 is finally showing.
Well, we know where one place where Ilka does not excel in. Initiative.
Surprised you didn't invest in improved initiative with your last level, Ilka.
No, I'm pretty slow. He's big and beefy, he's not very quick.
Which cannot be said the same for these lads, apparently. Then again, I could be wrong. So, Ilin, you're up.
Alright, standard action, target of opportunity is up. Swift action, judgment, bonus to AC. I'll go bonus to AC and damage.
Okay.
I'll remain here since I don't know where. Well, that's since I don't know where Copper Sense is heading.
Right, you are. Copsense, you're up.
Hey. Move.
And because it always seems to be asked, here's the feed.
Don't you have to be within 30 of the enemy?
What, for teamwork feats to work?
No, for that specific one.
Yeah. No. No. Oh, yeah, you do. Sorry.
So you're not 30 from anybody. Great.
Well, I didn't know where you were going, so...
Let me see something. Is it better to hit these guys or those guys? Okay. I'll hit these two. Alright, I'm going to start this guy. I'm going to hit both of these guys.
Okay.
At least try and hit both.
Double check, but yeah, those both hit.
The second one doesn't get the untype damage.
Right.
Only the first one does. And I'll throw out all my stare stuff again. Just so you can see it.
Okay.
Blah.
Claudius, just to ask, what's your initiative modifier?
My initiative modifier is my dex, which is +6.
Okay, so yeah, you should be ahead of that one of the shooters. Okay. Now it's the first orc's turn. So it should be going to confirm and doesn't confirm. So here comes the damage for you, Claudius. 11 damage.
Ouch.
And now, second attack. Yep. And that's a miss.
I think that would only hit if I was wearing nothing else of my AC stuff.
Yeah, it's almost. To be fair, it's their second iterative attack. It's not particularly good at this level.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
This one's going to be taking a shot at Copper Sense, although since he's under the effect of the stare, it's going to be at a -3.
Mm.
27 to hit, Copper Sense?
Oh, did you already input the -3?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then yeah, that matches my AC.
$14 damage.
Ow.
Sorry. Oh, no.
And that's going to be a miss. You okay, Calico?
Yeah.
Well, it sounded like you wanted to say something, but...
No, okay.
Tired, apparently.
Yeah. Painting for a day will do that to you.
I wouldn't know. I've never tried painting that long.
Well, I mean, it wasn't the whole day, but pretty much a whole afternoon.
Yeah. Well, right. Claudius, you're up.
All right. moving there, swift action, studied combat, and I'm going to make a studied piranha strike.
What fun?
Piranha strike, the finesse power attack.
Okay. Ouch.
Oh,
I didn't know there was a finesse power attack.
It's on D20 SRD, yeah.
Hold
I
on.
mean, immediately.
There are so many feats out there these days. I'm not surprised they don't know about it.
I just posted a link for it.
Yeah, I got it.
I've got a swashbuckler in our Friday game. We're currently looking at ways to get her damage up because she's gotten extremely low. So admittedly, it's hard to get hit.
I meet the requirements for power attack anyway, so I could have done either.
Oh, that's why it's from Sargava, the Lost Colony. I haven't read through that one in years.
Jesus Christ. That's right. Wow.
Okay, so 25 damage. Woof.
Indeed.
And he's the one who's next up to attack. So he's going to drop the bow and quick draw a longsword. Rolling to a hit. And missing horribly. Jazara, you're up.
Okay. Hmm. Hmm.
Boy, we've got a real colour parade when it comes to the arrows at the moment.
I'm next, so I got to measure distances.
Fair enough.
She's gonna move to right here. I think. Make sure that's now. And this on anyone who's within. Basically, it's gonna be Akka, Jazara, Coppersense, and Claudius.
Okay. Haste is up then. So I'll
Nice.
Jolene's too far from Coppersense, and so
Yeah,
is
no,
Aelin.
I was just looking at things. It's fine. I'm not gonna complain about it or anything.
Yeah. Oops.
Yeah, of course.
And that's it.
Okay, Jolene, you're up.
Alright. So, let's see here. I'm gonna go. Yeah. Move right here. Can we see the guys that are up above on the ridge, or?
Yeah, they've been pointed out to you.
Alright, so this one. need a DC 27 fort save.
Okay, just be a second.
Yeah, he's a block of ice. And 9 points of cold damage, too.
Oh, you didn't hit him. Okay.
We're just going to be walking
Doesn't
back.
require, doesn't require attack, right?
Nope.
It's a saving throw.
It's a straight save and throw.
But I can't add to the damage. Damn, never mind.
We're just going to be coming back. We're going to find more of those tigers enjoying a meat popsicle.
Oh, that's a grisly
Well,
image.
technically, while he doesn't need to breathe in there, he's unconscious and paralyzed, and he's frozen in a block of ice until the ice melts. Which in this area, depending on the time of year, could take a while.
Probably it's fairly temperate, but yeah, probably it's going to take at least till the end of the day, if not longer. So this guy's up next, and having just seen what you did, attack incoming on Jolene.
Okay. Yeah, you missed.
And
25 armor class, bitches!
thought you said you were squishy. Or was that before you got the
This before I got the ring and tossed up the mage armor on top of it. I mean,
yeah.
yeah, I only normally have like a 17 armor class without all the additional stuff.
So with the items you've got, so with the item and spell, you've got an 8-point swing your AC. Nice.
Pretty much. Well, plus the mage armor being thrown up, you know, that adds 4.
Yeah, that's what I was meaning with the spell.
That's why I was asking if we were on the same day, because that lasts for 11 hours for me.
Yeah.
So.
So those two missed, but had to take a shot. Aka, what's your initiative modifier?
Initiative modifier is 2, I believe.
In which case, yeah, you
Yep.
would go after the other guy. Just checking. This one's going to be aimed at Jizara. And roll a second attack. I believe 28 hits Jizara, does it?
Yep.
Okay, rolling the second attack, which is almost certainly going to miss, but...
I think that would have hit most of us, honestly. Except maybe Aka. He's probably got like a 60 armor class.
So you take 10 damage, Jizara.
Okay.
And I forgot to put Kiri in the initiative, but then again, probably don't need her in this particular fight. Aka, you're up. Who's there?
Aka will take advantage of the haste and zip over to here, charging. And smack that guy.
And goodbye to the orc archer.
I'm thinking if I just hit the first button, it should just roll 1 attack. Okay.
That hit.
And then
I'm going to say
I'm
that
just
hit.
gonna roll damage and not have it do the thing because it might try to do the crit thing again. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, fair enough.
And that's
Plus 21 on damage rolls. Yikes. Ellen, you're up.
scary part, the investigator isn't far behind him. Now he isn't. Alright, moving up, and I'll take a shot at the one. Yeah, I'll take a shot at the one Claudius' swift action Bane.
Okay.
And only first attack, sadly. Oh. That crit hurts.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Too bad it didn't happen.
42 damage. Because I rolled almost 4 6s on my Bane damage.
And you just got him straight through the eye and straight through the back of the skull.
Alright, that's it for me.
Okay, Goffersense, you're up.
One guy's frozen. The other guy isn't frozen. Let me go for the guy who isn't frozen. Let's see.
That would seem the logical one.
Well, 5 foot right there. And do this.
And what's that? Because for some reason it's not popping up on mine. Ah, there it goes.
If the last one hits, I need to roll the 46.
You mean if the rapid shot hits, or? Because
Yeah, if the rapid shot hits.
who are they? Are they all aimed at the same character, or?
Yeah, all of them are aimed at that one guy.
In which case, yes, all 3 would hit. Let's see, that's 25, 45, 58, 73. Holy hells, man.
You know, at the rate we're killing these guys, we may want to just get everyone out of the town and just let all the orcs and let them funnel to us while we just slaughter them.
And then my haste attack is going against this guy. So just take the first attack.
Okay. So,
With the untyped.
so would that just do damage to... So how much health does the ice have? Because I believe it has hit points, doesn't it? Jolene?
Man, am I turning in already?
No, I'm asking about...
We're asking how much health.
How much health does the ice block have, as Copper
Oh,
is
how
saying
much
in the...
health does the ice block have? Sorry. Let's see here. 20 hit points.
How much, sorry?
20.
Okay, so would it get the untyped damage, or...?
No, not the untapped damage.
Okay, in which case...
Let's stare at this guy. So I can't stare at this guy.
Okay, and... Right, so now it would be... Oh right, it's the poor schmuck who's up close with Ilka. Right, he's gonna 5-foot step. And take a shot.
Should have just run.
Really should have just run.
You can take another one if you want.
I can take another shot, but that's probably what he's gonna do. But yeah, nope.
You can always get that 20.
Claudius, you're up. Just remember, you've got effectively a 60-foot move speed at the moment.
Yeah. Okay, so gonna get there, study combat that poor schmuck, and that seems like it
Okay.
for the time being. Or wait, no, I can study combat, swift action. If I use my action, I could get up right up to him.
Yeah, if you want to make.
If I double move, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Alright, then that's what I'm gonna do. Double move and then swift action to study combat him.
Okay.
And then that's all.
Okay, so that one can be removed. Jazara, you're up. Just say if you're looking for a position where you can get to, where you can stand. Or what are you looking for, Jazara?
Oops, I had myself muted.
Yeah, that'll do
my
it.
bad.
Easy enough done.
Using a Arcanist point, that's a swift action, right?
Yes.
Okay. Swift action, Arcanist point to use Dimensional Slide, which will allow her to get to right here, and it counts as a 5-foot step. So she can take a full round action.
Oh, poor schmuck.
Yep, poor schmuck.
Oh yeah, if he survives it, he'll be in even worse pain my next turn.
Just remember, yeah, because you're in flanking, you get a +2 on your attack rolls.
And then she doesn't get a iterative attack yet, I don't believe. I think that's next level. Let me double check.
What's your base attack bonus?
Yeah, she gets it at 12th level. +5 right now.
Yeah. Okay.
And then here's the haste attack, which probably doesn't hit.
No. So
I got this one, guys. This one is mine.
You hope.
You know it's only gonna make me kill steal him.
You already kill stole my first one, Josh.
Either that or it's just going to have Jolene ice block him.
She was already measuring it out.
Stab the ice. I will stab the ice until I get to the squishy bit underneath, and then I will stab the squishy bit.
I think that's our new attack the darkness.
But that's all I do.
Okay, fair enough. And
that's what you were waiting on.
Okay, right,
Jolene,
you're up.
Can do.
Yeah, he's getting iced.
So you basically give him 20 temporary HP?
He's a block of ice. Worker couldn't get line of sight on the one Aka's on.
Okay. Well, he's a block of ice, so he doesn't get to do anything, and he's dead, so he doesn't get to do anything. Aka, you're up.
And this guy may as well be dead.
Aka just kind of looks at the guy. Yeah, you should have run. Fine. And make sure I got everything on. Wow, 2 natural ones.
So, the rest of them don't go through because you dropped your weapon on the first one. Well, the bite could. Yeah, the bite would hit.
Well, I guess if that's the case, I'm going to use my called trait and re-roll my first attack.
Well, I'll inflict the damage from the bite anyway, because that would have hit anyway.
Plus, the haste attack can be.
I guess that was meant to happen.
Yeah.
So you can, if you re-roll your maw, your haste attack could be your maw.
3 natural ones and 1 attack sequence. That's wow.
That's counterbalancing for all the crits you had in one session when we were fighting Ogasha. Ilin, you're up.
I'll 5 foot step here and I'll full attack the remaining guy. I need a weapon cord.
Well, you kill him on the first one anyway, so.
Just do like me. Just throw your weapon every single time, so technically you are dropping your weapon.
So you overkill, and that's it for me. And that's it for the fight, it looks like.
Yeah, apart from Xander, if you want to. Claudius, if you want to roll your full attacks into the chunk of ice.
Yes, I do.
I'm gonna do the same.
And the haste attack.
Missed. You dropped the sword.
I have rolled no natural ones, thank you very much. Oh, and on the third, studied strike.
Okay.
Pretty sure he's dead.
Yeah, he is.
My God, that damage though. Oh wait, I did roll in that one. Oh no, that was on damage.
That was on damage. That was the mistake I had made.
30. 59.
Holy mother of God! All of those attacks have a +3, by the way. So yeah, I'd say I hit.
Yeah.
Oh, you definitely got through the ice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually,
Poke
with that
once.
damage, I just say you shattered him.
Poke
Yeah.
once through the ice. Poke twice in second and third because kill the squishy bit beneath.
I'm starting to think you may have problems, Ellen. Claudius.
I was gonna say, the guy who dresses up like a plague doctor might have issues.
Yeah, everybody kill stealing my kills.
But I didn't kill it. I just froze.
Copper
Oh,
comes over and
Look specifically at Ilin. People stealing my kills.
Okay, for anyone who wants to pick up any of the items, there are masterwork orc horn bows, composite orc horn bows that is, and suits of masterwork studded leather armor and regular conditioned short swords, long swords rather.
And how many pounds of flesh?
A lot.
And of course that came from copper cents.
Yep.
Please remember that in the Pathfinder world, acts of cannibalism are automatically an evil act.
Who says I'm gonna eat them? I'm evil right now. What are you talking about?
Just wanted to remind
Oh,
you,
yeah.
and I
You
wouldn't
just
put
do
anything
often
past
ignore
you.
Secretly, I think you're just misunderstood.
Right, I'm just gonna...
Yeah.
Right, if you guys could just group up, and then I'll bring you guys through to the next map in just a couple of seconds. Folks, I'm just gonna be... Just so I can keep it a secret in case anyone's... In case we have any watchers, I'm just gonna pop it over to the logo for a second. That's whilst I do my quick
Need
bit
to
of
move
setup.
Kyriam to the group.
So whilst I'm just doing my quick bit of setup, how's everyone doing? Any other games that are turning interesting at the moment?
Oh, very. Magnus is currently running a Mass Effect game, and we've already decided on the sequel campaign.
Oh,
5th
that's
edition Star Wars.
A
That was actually
gestalt,
pretty fun.
a gestalt where events are going to happen, and they're also going to have a fantasy class. It's going to be fun.
There's going to be a bit of plane hopping.
plane hopping in Star Wars.
Force storms are a funny thing.
And imagine a Tiamat on the Death Star.
Ow.
I hadn't thought of that.
Personal
You're gonna die
preference
now.
is West End Games D6 Star Wars, the original.
I always heard such good things about that one, but I've never had a chance to try.
Let me give you something here. Do, 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 do. This is a link to all the books in PDF form.
I'm about to finally take a look at that system.
I started playing that in 1988 when it came out.
Nice.
There's that the West End Games actually goes into the expanded universe stuff.
As they should.
You know, and they have a lot of books.
I say I've never
The only
seen.
thing they don't have, as far as I can tell, it was a homemade one. It's essentially what they called the Jedi Handbook. The people who created it created a new version of Jedi that was so popular they actually wrote at least one of the series of Star Wars books that came out had one of those characters in it. They're the guys who created the Tipo Paladins. The Tipo Paladins in Star Wars are Jedis that use blasters. And they shoot other blaster bolts out of the air using them and stuff.
I can already feel Magnus rewriting his character.
No, that's not a that's not something I'm gonna do. But that's awesome. I'm
So
not
what?
used
Do they
to
use like a kyber crystal as the core for the energy blaster, or?
Oh, they got all kind. That book, the thing I'm talking about, has a whole section on creating lightsabers alone. All the different types of crystals, the effects, and everything.
That's always cool.
Needless to say, when I play tabletop, I usually don't let my players look at it. When I play live tabletop, there's a lot of really neat stuff in there that it's like, no, we're in the time of the Empire. You don't have access to this stuff.
Yeah, don't send this to Alice, Josh. That's all I gotta say. Don't even.
Oh, now you tempt me so much.
But yeah, even if you end up doing 5th ed, the fact is they got all the technology books with all the different weapons. They got creature books and stuff. You know, I've seen the 5th edition Star Wars thing that's available as a PDF, and It's a good beginning. It's a good beginning for 5th edition.
Yeah, I
Using
was gonna
5th
say, if you're
edition
looking
rules,
for
but
something
this
like,
is my personal preference. Is the D6.
if you're looking for something like that, you might also want to look into the Fantasy Flight Game stuff and just, use their, convert over some of the stuff in there, because they've got some quite comprehensive books. Fantasy Flight. I mean, not everyone's taste, but if nothing else, they're a good source book for ideas.
Actually, I got a bunch of my friends trying to talk me into running 6 Star Wars games, so that might be happening soon. I don't know when though.
Here's something.
I told the problem is the ones that found out that I do that and trying to push me into it don't realize that the number of people that I know that would find out I'm running and go, "Ooh, can I play?" I can very quickly fill up a group of up to about 10 people.
Well, good luck.
Oh,
I usually don't run that many through it because it gets a little bit chaotic.
a little
Yeah,
bit.
no, 6 is my max for most anything.
I mean, I tried running a game with 8 people, and that went interesting.
Most I ever ran through a game at once is 15. Never again.
Ooh.
Not only was it 15, it was G1 through G3 in first edition D&D, the Against the Giants series.
My sympathies on that particular madhouse.
Yeah. I won't do it. Like I said, never again. I try to cap my groups at 6 now. Like you said, no more than 6.
I can do. I'm comfortable with 7, but or 8, but yeah, 15. I can't even. No, just no. Good gods. Okay, right. I'll be bringing you guys over in just a second.
Alright, I'm going to check to see if my dog needs to go out. I will be right back while you do that.
It would help if I was on the right layer.
Oh, and Chris, for the Star Wars thing, I may have something that will weird you out even more than my swashbuckler.
Go on.
True neutral gray human Jedi.
No, that doesn't weird me out. I mean, you playing human in fantasy is one thing. I don't know about how you are for sci-fi games.
Well, usually I prefer, but I figured just the combination of both, knowing me, would be enough to at least cause you some mental.
No, not after you already announced that you might be playing human in a fantasy game. That was the one that really got me.
Fair enough.
Okay, right, yeah, folks, and here we. So you come into a massive forest clearing. Across a fair distance away stands a female tiefling in ornate shamanistic dress. Oh, and I didn't bring over Vagazi because I'm a complete numpty. Just be a second, whilst I realise my having a moment.
We got the NPC on our side, huh?
Well, it's kind of important to have.
By the way, I'm back.
Yeah, I figured it's kind of important that the story important NPCs actually get brought over, and actually involved when they are supposed to be and all that. So just be a second whilst I pop them in, and then once Vagazi and Bosca are in system, then we'll
crap, where?
Very bottom of the screen.
That's found us.
Yeah, for anyone who's looking for your characters, they're at the very bottom of the clearing.
Haste is worn off by now.
Yeah, so, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just get to
What?
removing those in a second.
Your haste doesn't last hours per level?
No. Haste
No.
will last rounds per level.
Yeah, there is no way to get haste to last that long, thankfully. Oh dear God.
That would be pretty dumb.
It'd be broken as all hell.
That would be a GM's worst nightmare.
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. 'Cause it'd mean I could have all my monsters under the effect as well, and they could start combat with it.
Well, at that point, haste would mean nothing, and then we might as well just revert back.
Yeah, fair point. Well, apart from the
Yeah.
extra attack and the doubled move speed, those are
True.
Unless someone throws a slow spell out.
yeah, which would also have to last hours per level, which would be monstrous.
Oh, just cancel out the one side's haste.
Yeah, apart from if we've not already got the haste thing, and then. So this is the female tiefling that you can see, who Vagazi states is Ilka, also referred to as the Wild Daughter.
She's green. Very odd color for a tiefling.
No, tieflings can be half whatever.
Yeah, and considering these are all orcish, this is just a less prominent pigment would probably be the guess. Although the all yellow eyes are a new thing.
Kill it with fire.
As we're coming up, did any tracks split off? Because it looks like there should be more people around here.
You didn't see any split off, no.
Yeah, as we're getting close, I'm gonna throw up. Hold on, that close. As soon as I get a reason to, I close that tab. My second teamwork. Stealth synergy.
Okay.
So everyone rolls stealth as we approach, and whoever gets the highest, we take that roll and add our own bonuses.
Okay, feel free to roll them.
So
I think we're taking my roll, considering I rolled an 8.
So far, our highest roll is 11.
Now it's 12.
Thankfully. Yep, no, highest roll is 12, so anyone below 12 gets that.
Hold on.
Then the wolf just gets a natural 20.
Ah, so it's the roll you get to share, not the result.
Yeah, just the roll. Everyone takes the highest roll and we add our own bonuses.
Ah, okay. Misheard you, that's all. Yeah, I suppose if you got to share the result, it would be a bit much.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Alright, everyone who has it up, put your
Still got
new
to roll
rolls.
the companion, just give me a second.
Okay.
We're using mine, right? So mine's still 32.
Yep.
Unless the wolf rolls higher.
And since we're here...
Yeah, everyone gets a 15 as their base roll.
Oh, hey.
So,
time for the
40.
40.
Hey, guess what? Paladin, you get the potential of Herman.
Pardon?
From now on, after this, he gets, for the next 2 rolls, he gets to, roll twice.
Okay, right, sorry, it's just...
Basically attack, saving throw, ability check, or skill check.
Okay, alright.
Oh, wait, no. The next 3 times he does, he gets to roll twice.
Right, well, I'm just going to be getting to rolling some initiative, because I know there's going to be an attack. I know there's going to be a fight coming up soon, and I just need to get them rolling.
Did you catch that, Akka?
Of course. Let's see. Shane, you okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry, did you ask for something?
We were just checking whether you'd heard about Nashi giving you the ability that you have to roll twice for the next 3 rolls you've got, or you've got the option to roll twice for the next 3 rolls.
Okay. So roll the stealth again?
No, it's
not after
it's
that.
future rolls.
Oh, gotcha.
Please copy this time.
Do you want our initiatives yet, or?
Yeah, you can put them in. I'm just having to take care of something.
Okay.
What's your modifier, Ilan?
+6.
Same here.
Dex, another additional +5 from Wisdom.
Yeah, your total initiative modifier is +11. You got to be.
Okay.
Don't worry. This battle, I got the tentacles.
That's not it. That's not a helpful thing for you to say, Copper Sense.
Yeah, for all we know, we're gonna be once hit by that.
No.
Notice how he struggles to say that with a straight face.
We pushed the Kitsune away from the group.
of course the main one goes last, because of course.
Alright, I'm looking around. No perception once you're done, but I'm looking around trying to spot where the other people are.
Okay.
Ah, come on. Without rolling long, I may need to put the returning quality on my bow just because I just keep rolling so low.
Come on. There we go. Wand now. Descending. Oh. Okay. Right, so that's the initiatives rolled. So I believe you said you were going to be rolling... Oh, you've already rolled your perception.
Yeah, it's 29.
Okay. Okay, you do notice several things, and I'll, if you want, you can point... I'm guessing you're going to point them out to the group?
Of course.
Okay. Most worrying one first. On the opposite end of
What was
the...
that?
We're saying most worrying one first, because Ilin's basically spotted a load of stuff with his perception check. If anyone else wants to make a perception roll, they can do, but Ilin's spotted most of them. Not all of them.
Reassure me.
Let's see. So the most... bloody hell. Okay.
Golf club for Claudius.
Okay, so the most worrying thing is across the way. Is that one of the trees is not actually a tree, it's a Trent.
Oh, it's fun.
And
He's that annoying kid from high school?
Treant, Trent, however you want to say it. I just don't want to say it in such a way that I get sued by J.R.R. Tolkien's estate.
Just call it a shrubbery.
No, because that just encourages you lot to make Monty Python references.
We are the knights who say me.
I think that's all of them. Yeah. So yeah, that's all of what you can see. So for those of you who are wondering what a Warcat of Rull looks like, well, that wasn't supposed to do that. You can see it in one of the corners, which I'll just bring up the image for you guys.
What the fuck?
That is a Warcat of Rull.
It's a lizard cat.
Oh god, it's the cat version of Voldemort.
That's definitely no battle cat, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Doesn't even have the harness and stuff. Good. Means we don't have to worry about fighting He-Man.
You wouldn't anyway. Have you ever tried to convert that over? Ugh. The stat modifications from that sword alone are confusing as all hell.
That's problems with old cartoon shows.
You've got what? At least a +8 to strength off that sword? And God knows what of an armor class. Or would it be a deflection bonus? And now I'm tempted to try and make my own a Pathfinder or Seekers of Legend compliant version of the Sword of Power.
Well, we know what Akko's getting as his legendary item.
But to actually use it, you do have to do the whole power of Grayskull stuff.
You gotta set up, you gotta spend the first 3 rounds of combat doing that every fight.
Yeah.
No, that'd be a 1-round action. Might be a full round, but it'd only be a 1-round thing. We're not talking magical girl
rather,
transformation.
The other 2 rounds are deciding whether or not he should.
No, see, I'd much rather have the Thundercat sword.
The Sword of Omens.
Yeah.
I, for some reason, I always really like that gauntlet that Lionel had a lot more.
Oh, are you talking about in the... I was going to say, I mean, the gauntlet was in both versions, although I will say in the 2011 version of Thundercats, the gauntlet was distinctly better than the sword in a lot of ways.
I'll have to take a look.
Yeah, well, I'll put it this way, in 2011 version it was revealed that at one point that once he got certain items together, the gauntlet would basically give him power armor. And if you've not watched the 2011 version of Thundercats, despite how much it got screwed over, because it got screwed over to nearly Firefly levels by Cartoon Network, it was an amazing show. Only problem I had was that it didn't incorporate the old theme tune. So, we are ready to go.
Yep.
And you've got a good enough... Everyone's got a good enough stealth that they can at least initially begin sneaking.
Okay, so how do I want to start this thing off?
Moving closer?
Yeah, really.
How far away are we?
Over 100 feet.
Almost 200 feet from...
Yeah, I think the only spell I might have that reaches that far is Magic Missile.
Yeah, almost 200 feet from Greenie.
195 feet from me to Greenie. To the BBEG.
Well, I wouldn't quite give her that. She's more the mini-boss.
And there's a gunner, she's the BBEG.
Oh, well, yes, for this encounter, although the Trent might argue.
Are they on her side or neutral?
You won't know until later.
Okay, so until one of them hits everyone. Got it.
I will say, anyone who wants to can make a can make a knowledge nature or a knowledge arcane check, because you have been informed that she's a druid.
I have better knowledge arcane. And because I can...
Okay.
Mine is saying...
Okay,
Total 32.
so Claudius, Jizara, Jolene. Yeah. You three do know that
I
there is
rolled
a
a 7.
do know that there is a spell under the command of druid called Live Oak that lasts for a number of days that allows a druid to create a Trent under their command.
So they're probably not going to attack her. Got it.
Uh,
Go ahead.
And the other thing that you would know from that is that a similar effect under the control of Trent is an ability to create up to 2 of their own brethren as a standard action.
Okay, focus on her. Kill her first. Or is that their action?
That is a Trent's action.
Oh, so kill the treants first.
Yeah, does anybody have something like a major image? Just some sort of. I'm trying to figure out a way we can at least draw them in closer before we step out.
I do not.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. I think we need a distraction, or at least something popping out to at least hopefully draw their attacks, and hopefully at least bring some of them in closer.
Lord. Ah, man.
So what you're saying is we need to send in Akka alone.
Well, Alan glances at Akka. He's not sure if he wants to say it, but something.
I see. You don't think Akka's powerful enough.
Well, I'd rather not use one of our own as bait.
We just need to let him yell for about like another episode. He'll be powerful enough.
No, we are not taking the DBZ pacing method. Dear God. Well, not if I can get around it anyway.
That would be the next 3 episodes.
Well, it depends on which version you want to take the pacing method of. The anime or the manga? Because while in the anime it took it like 8 episodes for him to power up the spirit bomb, and the manga was 1 page.
I've never read the manga, although I am really annoyed that the anime stretched it that much.
Yeah, the whole screening bit is actually pretty much entirely based around the fact they gotta pad it out just so the manga can get further ahead.
Well, in some ways it's better than filler arcs. I mean, there have been some really bad filler arcs in some anime. So before the audience ends up having to die of old age, any plans, folks?
Yes.
Hit them really hard.
Guys, come on.
Alright, well, I'm gonna get my judgment up. Damage and armor.
Okay.
I already made my suggestion, but unless anyone else wants to charge out, that's it for me. I'm just gonna be setting up.
Let's do this. I'm with you guys all the way. I cast invisibility myself.
Jizara, I'm guessing you're going to be casting haste as part of your prep so everyone can get it?
Yes.
I'll
Oh,
cast
thank
invisibility
you.
myself after haste.
Aka's gonna put a few buffs on.
And
Okay, I'll get tagging everyone with the shoe symbol.
Orc, Plant Bane, Beast Bane.
From what you've seen, the majority of your opponents do seem to be orcs.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I could switch my Bane as a swift action, that with no penalty, so I'm just double checking to make sure I know what ones I'm going to need. I'm probably going to have to wait on the Druid, depending on what she does.
Okay, if you're looking for the Druid, it would probably be, at the moment, native outsider Bane.
Yeah, but that's assuming she doesn't wild shape.
Yeah, this is true.
I'm ready to go.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, at that point, yeah. At this point, the Druid's going to look up directly at some of you. She can't see you all, but she is going to look up and go, you know, it's rude to keep a lady waiting. Last I checked, apart from the runt, you were all supposed to consider yourselves civilized.
Sorry. But thank you for taking long enough to at least notice us to Lotus buff.
There's ladies around here?
Excuse me.
Yeah, you forgot Jolene and Curie and Jazara.
Yeah.
No, don't correct what I said.
Oh, somebody's getting smacked upside the head later.
Somebody's gonna have a cold night.
Damn.
Well, hey,
We'll break the ice and wake him up in the morning.
You
That's
can't be
one way to get-
foxy and a lady.
well, I was going to say that's one way of getting a refreshing sleep.
Oh no, does unconsciousness really count as sleep?
As someone who passed out for 14 hours over the last night, yes.
Like I said, you can't be foxy and a lady. Just saying.
Not according to Jimmy.
Okay, so,
You know,
Ilin, you're up.
foxy lady. That is a long way to travel to get to the enemy.
I know.
I am so not used to these big areas anymore.
It's not a
Hence why
particularly...
haste is amazing right now.
I was going to say, it's not a particularly common thing, but at the same time, it is something that that is needed for this particular encounter.
I'm just wishing I had a Dragon Star character right now. I mean, you were talking weapons. First range increment was 200 feet.
Yeah,
I'm going to Swift Bane Beast, and I'm going to shoot the tiger.
Warcat, but okay.
Doesn't really matter.
So is it just the first attack?
Yep, I moved, sadly.
Well, your
I didn't
arrow...
make that again.
well, I was going to say, your arrow collides and glances off its armoured hide.
One of you may actually be a challenge for once.
Jazara, you're up.
she's going to cast this on herself. So that's 1d4.
Yeah, 4 images.
4 images per.
Oh, just what we need, and even harder to hit Jizara.
So that.
Oh, and
What?
I should
You
give
picked
something.
the oddest times to want some attention. You should know.
Okay, I'm just gonna find a symbol that would be appropriate for invisibility.
Middle finger.
Or I'll just give it the purple tag, the purple spot tag, because I can't find one that works.
The purple thing is good.
Apart from the one I use for blind, which you don't want on your character.
Alright. And then she is going to swift action, use a Arcanist point for dimensional slide.
Okay.
And let me make sure. Actually, wait, hang on 1 second. 10 feet per Arcanist level, so up to
110 feet.
110 feet. So, where does that put her?
Slide is a move action. Usually the arcane point is a swift, but not the dimensional slide itself is a move action.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, swift action using the arcane point to use the dimensional slide as a move action.
Okay, your phrasing was a bit weird, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, sorry.
It's fine.
I'm gonna go straight to there. Yeah, so. So that's considered a 5-foot step. And then do I want to go further? No, she'll stop right there.
Okay. Coppercent, you're up.
Yeah, that should be good, I think.
I'm going to run. Right there.
Okay.
That's everything. And oh, wait, I'm going to stare at her just to give her the negatives. She's not going to notice.
Okay.
I removed the map.
Now I just need to zoom back out so I can figure out. Okay. So it was one of the obvious ones. Okay. It's hard to remember which of the which of the huntsmen got what when it comes to initiative.
And that's the tiefling, not to the ranger.
Yeah, I figured. You did say. Okay, so. Well, now Roll20 is once again playing silly buggers, because of course it is. Yep, so he can take a shot at. Well, he can take 2 shots, although only one of them's probably going to be a threat to Jizara. So attack 1 a miss. And that's a miss.
Here it is. If the attack misses by 5 or less, one of your figments is destroyed by the near. Okay, so
Oh, I was going to say
yeah,
that wouldn't
that's a
have
5.
even affected your figments yet.
Well, it says if the attack misses by 5 or less, one of your figments is destroyed by the near miss.
Oh, right, okay.
So that first one would take one of them out.
Actually, no, she
I
should
think.
be further back.
Let me double check something. Actually, no, it probably wouldn't, because with the +1 dodge bonus to AC, that would put her at 27.
Yeah, so you're fine.
So never mind. Yeah.
Okay, let's just see. Oh, it's the other one of the bodyguards. So these are again coming in at Jizaro, just because she's the one that's actually, I think, within range. Let me just double check whether I should have applied more negatives to that than I
That
did.
they can see.
Yeah, she is just within range, as Orc Hornbows only have a range of 80 feet rather than 100, rather than the 100 or 110 of both regular and composite bows. But they get to do 2d6 worth of damage, so, you know. And up.
Nope.
Jolene, you're up.
Oops.
And off mute.
Joys of entertaining a puppy by any chance?
What?
Sorry, I was thinking that...
Joys of entertaining a puppy.
No, I was talking to someone.
Yeah, fair enough.
Let's see. Problem is, I can't get anywhere near anyone, even with the haste. And move up to 60.
Yep.
He's still too. I hate big battlefields.
Sorry, man, needed it for this one. Just so it could be...
I know.
Just for some of the
Oh
things.
no, I believe me, I have plenty of characters who would love this. This character just isn't one of those.
Fair enough. It's not going to be a particularly common thing in most of the time I run. It's just certain scenes need it.
Yeah.
Right, so
Alright.
let's see where you end up.
And that was 60, right? 2.
Okay.
Yep, that was 60. Thanks to the haste spell.
You can double move.
Yeah, but it just puts me in close range to them without me being able to do anything.
True.
Alright, I think I'm actually done.
Okay.
And apparently witches don't have magic missile. Forgot about that.
Easy enough done. Well, either way, he's going to be taking a -2 on this, but on to the next archer. So, attack against Ilin. 22 if I remember
Miss.
correctly. Yeah, thought so. And miss horribly. Akka, you're up.
How are you people seeing as so much of a threat without you guys wouldn't be seen as nearly as much of a threat without these demons?
Akka double moves up to there, and that's all I can do.
Okay. Kerry will... Let's see.
Huh.
So let's just measure, because... Yeah, I'll probably have a move. Yeah, I'll just have her move 60 feet for now, and that'll be it. Do you believe that would be one of 3 on...
Storm cat. Oh, that's great.
So, let's see. Yeah, he's just going to have to take the shots at the minus, because there's no point in moving at the moment. So, first shot's coming in at Akka. Miss. Miss.
At this point, I picture we're just all calmly jogging up, just while they're quietly conversing while they're all just shooting arrows at us.
Don't you notice them wearing
Whoa.
white armor and
Akka,
helmet?
28 versus AC.
28 hits.
Okay, and we'll just roll the other one just in case. Yeah, no. So 9 damage to Akka. Okay, where's that?
Taken.
Oh, hang on. Just realised there were 2 I forgot to... and I forgot to put them on there. Yeah, well, forgot to roll for those, so I'll just delete them, because... No. Okay, I'm just going to leave... There are technically 2 more that should have been in there, but I've missed, and I'm not going to bother mucking about with them, because apparently trying to muck about with them makes roll 20 throw a glitch. More so than usual. Okay, so that's my 10.41. If anyone sees something lighting up with a yellow box, do let me know when I'm hovering over something, because... I can't find it at the moment for the life of me, and it's driving me up the wall.
No clue.
Okay, great. So it isn't... Oh, it's that one. Because, of course it is. Resin. Alright, I'll skip over him for now, just because, yeah. Much point. Okay, I'll have this guy move in, but that's going to be it for his turn. Claudius, you're up.
Okay. So, run. To here. And unless I can take a swift action, that...
No, that's your turn.
Okay. That's it.
Okay. On to Ilka. First, standard action, wild shape. Which is why I'm just bringing over her wild shape counterpart. She has wild shaped into an air elemental. Oh wait, that should be yeah. That's wild. That's correct. Yeah. And then, do any of you speak Orcish?
I do.
Okay, well you hear her shout the word ensnare in Orcish. Now if everyone can make me a reflex save.
That's a big ensnare spell. Holy
No,
crap.
no, this is a delayed, widened entangle spell.
That was a fucking 6. Come on.
You said everyone needs to do one?
Everyone who's in
Yes.
everyone who's in the area of the red circle.
Okay, I'm out. Good.
Yeah.
I rolled a 4.
Oh, no.
For once I get to throw the preparation against players. That's a rare experience. Oh, Kiri makes it. Let's just double check Bagazi and Bosca on their rolls. Well, as soon as the document decides it wants to work. So here's the roll for Bosca. And for Bagazi. Okay. Anyone who rolled over 20 made it. Which I think is just Kyrie, Bosca and Bagazi. So, Entangle. This spell causes tall grass, weeds and other plants to wrap around creatures in the area effect of those that enter the area. Or those that enter the area. Creatures that fail to save gain the entangled condition. We'll just have to double check entangled full detail. Creatures that make their save can move as normal, but those that remain in the area must save again at the end of their turn. Creatures that move into the area must save immediately. Those that fail must end their movement and gain the entangled condition. Entangled creatures can attempt to break free as a move action, making a strength or escape artist check. The DC for this check is equal to the DC of the spell, in this case 20. The entire area of effect is considered difficult terrain while the effect lasts, meaning you can only move at half speed. Now, as for details on Entangled, let's see, you take an entangled creature moves at half speed, so you're actually at 15 feet if you're dealing with both. Cannot run or charge, and takes a -2 penalty on all attack rolls and a -4 penalty dexterity. An entangled character who attempts to cast spells makes a concentration check, DC 15 plus spell level, or lose a spell. And that's her action. Admittedly, there is still her animal companion, Fang, who gets to move. Who is going to move. Going to make a double move to there. And that's it for that turn. Ilin, you're up. And now you see why there was a need for the bigger battle area.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I'd have done it on a normal battle area, it just wouldn't have been fair.
Why the hell didn't I take freedom of movement?
So will that be escape artist, strength check, or just you trying to shoot whilst entangled?
It's gonna have to be escape artist because I got +2 to strike. I have no ranks in escape artist. No.
Well, you can attempt to move. You know, you've got 15 feet of movement you can still make.
20 feet, actually.
Alright, okay. Oh, have you got items that boost your speed?
Yes, it puts a striding screen.
And you're thankfully now out of the entanglement effect.
Mm-hmm.
Others not so lucky.
Face first with a tiger, and I can't do shit.
Sorry guys, but I felt like being the one to get the drop on for once. Most of the time you guys have steamrolled before I can pull off any intricate actions.
That's it.
Okay, Jazara, you're up.
Let's see. Glitter dust centered on this square here.
Which one? Didn't see a ping then.
This one.
Okay. I'll need you to make me a concentration check.
So it should be. Oh, I guess not. Oh wait. There
Oh.
we go.
Okay, that passes. So...
And they need to make a DC 17 will save to not be blinded.
Okay. Throwing tricks right back at me.
I'm about 90% sure elementals can't be blinded, since I doubt they have
I will double check the elemental rules. I'm never sure about elementals. They're a weird one, because there are plenty of creatures that can be blinded despite not having eyes. It's a weird one, but it happens. Elemental, immune to bleed, paralysis, poison, sleep, and stunning. So, nope, they can still be blinded.
That's a surprise.
As I say,
Oh, well, how can they see though? Is it blind sense or something like that, or is it just regular vision?
Elemental. Let me just double check because I'm not sure myself. Senses, senses, senses. Yeah, they have dark vision. Or at least their elementals do. Let us not try and figure out the sensory inputs for weird extra-dimensional creatures. Now, if only my system would let the dice roll. Oh. Okay. So the elemental makes it. Great. But the two archers do not.
Alright, and then she's going to let me double check something. But I believe I read it right. Once per round, okay. So she's going to wait.
Are you about to dimension?
Can she still use a swift action? Right?
Yeah,
Or
you can.
just-
Yes, you can still
Okay.
use your dimensional slot to get out of this. Yes.
Yeah, that's what she was planning on doing. So she's gonna move out to where do I want to put her? Okay. I'm gonna move out to right here, and then that's it.
Okay. Surprisingly quickly, people are getting out of the trap I'd set up. Coppercent, you're up. Nashi, you there, man? Okay.
I'm gonna try and touch her.
Ooh.
Okay, is that for a touch attack? Or is it just...
Yeah, it's a touch attack.
Okay. So roll the attack.
Raise
then.
it.
Just take the first one. And
Yeah.
there's no damage to it, it's just a touch of idiocy.
Wait, it's what?
It's just a touch of idiocy.
But she gets a save. Does she get a save against that? I'm trying to remember.
No.
Okay, yes, that works, and I believe that reduces...
It applies a 1d6 penalty to intelligence, wisdom, and charisma.
But it's thankfully only 1 point. Phew!
No, I didn't roll anything with that. That's just a 1.
Oh, right, okay, so that's not the damage, so you've still got to roll that.
So it's only 2.
Okay, that could have gone a lot worse. At least on my end, like our last session of Forging the New Gods, where Emma applied 6 to all the stats. Woof. Okay, and I believe that would then remove your invisibility.
I already moved it. Right there. I'm just standing next to her like, hi.
Yep.
I'm staring at her.
That will be fun for you. That will be fun for you when it comes around to her round.
Give her a little wink. With her own face as an air elemental. Actually, no, I haven't changed it. So I'm still her when she's not an air elemental. So I'm her as a tiefling.
Oh, you like screwing with my head, don't you, when it comes to this sort of thing? Okay, 2 attacks coming in against Ilka. That's a miss. And so is that. Okay. So she's only got... So she made it, so she's got half movement speed. So, yes, she can actually make it out. As can Bosca. But that's it for their turn. Right, this one is going to drop his bow, quick draw his sword, and attempt to attack whilst blinded. This should be funny.
How badly is this going to miss, I wonder? Watch it hit.
Well, to be fair, it won't matter even if he rolls a hit, because he's got a 50% miss chance on top of that. So
In my Friday campaign.
in fact, we'll roll the miss chance on the two attacks first.
Yeah, that's probably the better idea.
Okay, that has potential to hit.
In my Friday campaign, we were fighting these
doesn't.
vampires with the shadow template. Our monk was hit by a simultaneous slow and blind spell twice. We failed both times.
That's just nasty. 22, I'm guessing, Mrs. Claudius?
Correct. That misses indeed.
So let's see. Blinded applies. Loses its dexterity bonus. Oh, it loses its dexterity bonus and gets a further -2 on AC.
It's dead. As soon as I get to attack, it's dead.
Probably. Jolene, you're up.
Yay, me. Okay, let's see what we got here.
Just remember you're moving at quarter speed at the moment.
Not moving at all.
You're about to try and ice block the pet, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're just gonna leave.
Hex away.
Yeah, you're just gonna leave a host of frozen treats behind you, aren't you?
There are
Any
bird
ice
bombs.
cubes as I can make.
And that's a fortitude save.
27 fort save.
Oof.
22 points of cold damage and ice block.
Blue and yeah.
Well, might take creature out of the battle.
Yeah, pretty much. That's one of the
Now,
more...
the only things I don't expect it to survive an entire battle through are if I ice block something that's on fire.
That's fair. Although if you
Well,
do that,
that's partially because the thing doesn't say that there's nothing in it saying that it shuts off the fire.
Oh, that's some interesting mental imagery. And makes my
So
head
it melts
hurt.
melts its way out from the inside.
Yeah, although there are some weird ones, like, considering, things like flaming weapons and all that.
Yeah.
Those are ones that always confuse me, considering they don't actually give off heat enough they don't hurt the user. So would they actually only have fire? Would they actually only have heat on the impact, or?
Not a question we got to worry about right now.
No, just one that bugs the hell out of me usually. For what I would consider to be obvious reasons. So he's gonna 5-foot step and start playing shooting gallery with Ilin. .23, guessing that
And
misses you.
God, you guys are incompetent without your pets.
And yeah, so that's 2 misses. Aka, you're up.
Making a strength check to try and break free from the entangle.
I don't get the feeling this is going to work quite well. Yep, you've broken free. So you've now got a 30-foot movement speed. Because it's still rough terrain.
Ah, okay.
At least you get another chance to save if you're still within. Rather than it just recatching you automatically. So let's see.
No, I get to there and I'm done.
Okay, make me another reflex save. And you succeed, you are not entangled. Apparently you crushed all the grass involved under your bulk. Either that or scared nature into compliance.
But that's my turn, right?
Yes,
And
that
I
was,
intimidate the earth.
I'm just checking whether Kiri has any escape artist training or not. No. And her strength is not good. So that's just going to be a double move from her. Okay, so that's where she's ending up. So close. So far. That should be... That probably means she can get out come next turn. Well, now you see them. Double move. Okay, yeah, so still taking a minus, but at least he's getting closer to be able to take a shot at Akka without taking penalties. That's a miss. I say, everyone okay? You guys are quieter than usual.
I was looking up your question.
It's not a major
I'm
thing.
trying not to take all the talking time.
Let's see. Okay. This one's going to be moving up to try and actually. Oh, he's just in range to be able to take shots at Claudius.
I must have worded that wrong. Not.
And once again, dear God, my luck stinks.
We're sharing it today now.
Yeah, okay. Claudius, you're up. Time for you to kill a blind man.
Swift action, studied combat.
Yeah.
Piranha strike coming in at him.
Yeah, those both hit.
Is he dead yet?
See, 28.
Because if he's not, there you go.
Of course, the
54.
yeah, let's see, we're doing 54.
Plus another 28. Looking at 82
82.
points of damage.
And if he's still not dead,
Oh, he's dead.
95 damage.
Akka can do more.
Yeah, that's not
But
saying
from a
much.
from a non, like, Can you really say that this is supposed to be a DPS class?
Well, sort of. The investigators are sort of pseudo rogue, so and it's DPR rather than DPS.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, the thing about Rogue and Pathfinder is they can sneak attack on every attack.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Rogue with multi-attack, with multiple attacks, yeah, they get really nasty.
Yeah, to be fair, unlike in 5th edition where it's an automatic crit, I believe, which is nasty.
No.
I'm running a rogue in his Saturday game, and I know he's dreading because I've already got improved fate. I know he's dreading when I start getting multiple attack.
Yeah, to a point. Farina's probably going to be nasty. Nastier now that she's got her cloak, but...
Yeah, I got my cloak now too, so that's nice.
Yeah, inherited family relic that lets him have the Shadow Dancer hide in plain sight ability.
I was about to say, if you're going to talk about the shadow jump once per day, that's nothing. It's the hide in plain sight ability that's awesome.
Yeah, the hide in plain sight.
Oh, you're watching me? Look, I'm hitting.
Yeah, the hide in plain sight is going to be nasty. I know that much.
It could even get even worse when she gets to 9th level and can fly.
Okay, so it's going to be... Okay, the air elemental's going to... Well, first of all, she's going to take a swift action. Again, you'd be able to hear this, Ilin. I just need to make a quick roll as she calls out, "Arise."
Hey, she started her turn next to me, right?
Yeah. Right here. Why'd you ask? You're trying to bull rush an air elemental.
Yeah, go into the entangled area.
Okay, I need to check a couple of things because I'm not sure how air elementals work when it comes to...
Well, I'm hoping she's an archetype. If she isn't, then she doesn't have to worry about it.
Well, she's under the effect of effectively elemental body.
I believe her, since she's a large creature now, her CMD goes up also.
Yeah.
Against something like a bull rush.
Yeah, oh well, but still.
I'm not saying it's necessarily higher than a 32. I'm just saying it went up.
No, actually, it would succeed. But the other thing is, yeah, I'm about to have to add a couple of things to the air effect because, well, to something else because, yeah. Hold on, just let me double check.
Oh yeah, this should just be at the start of her turn. Just push her in the entangled area.
Well, it's effectively a swift action that she's doing at the same time, so, yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, delayed
Stayed up
summon
too late
Nature's
last night.
Ally 4.
What's her CMD though?
CMD is not enough to, let's see, you did beat it by more than 5, so she gets an additional 5 feet, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping she gets entangled by her own entangle.
That would be amusing.
Nope. Made her waste the nat 20, though.
Yep, and then moving out.
Oh, look, 3 mini elementals.
Yep. Well, she can only activate one of her delayed spells per turn, so.
At least when you use a move action.
And when she was coming out of the entangled zone, she also rose slightly because natural fly speed.
Not for long.
And here comes an attack at you, Copper Sense. Guessing 31 hit.
Yeah, that hits. By like 3. Oh, wait. Is she taking the negatives?
What? Negative.
She's -3 to attack because of my sight.
Oh.
Still hits, but just barely.
In which case, no, I hadn't applied that because I was forgetting about the stair thing, but yes. So, yeah, it would be a 28 rather than a 31.
Yeah, which is just enough to hit me.
So you take 8 damage. We are going to keep going until the end of this session, though. Until the end of this combat, though, guys, because I wouldn't cut you off midway through a combat.
Fine by me.
Ilin, you're up.
Alright. Turn around. I'm going to take a shot at this archer right here that I'm pinging.
Okay, yeah.
Full attack.
I figured you would.
Yeah, I don't know if he even gets the crit.
Well, that's your many shot damage, so yes, because that's applied on your first attack.
Well, actually, since it's mini shot, that actually doesn't apply to it. It's not as again an attack roll, so there's no crit damage.
Yeah. So, yeah, he doesn't. I was gonna say, if you want to change to have just fired your first attack with a many shot, that's enough to kill him.
Yeah, sure. No, I have to full attack when using mini shot.
All right, fair enough. Just figured I'd ask. Otherwise, obviously, you'd be able to. Let's see. So, 35, 63, 93, 116. Right, so just double check. 30. So, 35.
Dead.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out. So, 65, 70, 83, 106. Oh, that's right. And then, yeah, 135. And then, plus all the extra from the Bane. 15, 34, 47, 62, 71. 206 damage. Welcome the pincushion. I don't think there's a symbol for turned into Swiss cheese, but
He's the symbol. He's the symbol for that now.
well, I've got the one that says full of arrows, but I don't think that quite states you doing more than on the negative. Yeah, I think Yeah, you did tenfold his constitution mod. You did effectively, he's at -9 times his constitution modifier. I mean, 9 times his constitution.
I just can't wait to do that to your boss.
Well, thankful advantage when it comes to her being in her elemental form is that she's immune to crits. Jazara, you're up.
Oops. Let's see.
Do I get the feeling you're going to be charging the elemental?
No. All right. She's going to make sure I've got this right. Okay. She's going to cast this from where was it? From I think was it there to there? No, not that one. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I find where I had it before.
I was gonna say, if you were to draw it back to where you were before, so hang on. So you
mean like that?
Hang on. Just give me a second to draw myself, and then if you were to do it with the one I'm signaling here, you could get 4 targets, and not including Nashi.
Alright, yeah, that's what I want to do.
Okay.
And reflex, DC 20 reflex for half, total 33 electricity damage.
Okay, right, so I'll get those guys rolling their reflex saves. This should be funny.
Yeah, 20.
Okay, first elemental, as in Ilka. Blinded orc. Medium elemental 1, medium elemental 2. So 2 get full damage, 2 get half. So roll, 33. Okay.
And that's all she's gonna do.
Okay. Right, sure. So let's see. Okay, Copper Sense, you're up. Copper Sense, hello. Nashi.
Alright, just give me one moment.
Okay. Why do I get the feeling that should worry me?
I just really had to sneeze. I need a fortitude save. I'm trying to. 5 foot step back. Now I need a fortitude save. With the air elemental as I try and cast a spell blight on it.
Okay, so you need Ilka to make a fortitude save versus spell blighting.
I'm trying to steal voice.
That would be pretty harsh. What's the DC?
It's 22.
And she fails.
Alright, now, they have Caster Croak, which, their throat or mouth is magically constricted. The spellcaster can move, can barely make her words heard, and can only, with a great effort, blah, blah. You can only be heard by others if you spend a swift action. Casting spells with a verbal component has a 20% chance of spell failure, and saves DCs with language-dependent descriptor are reduced by 4. Shouting and screaming is impossible.
Okay, that should do for a symbol, I think. That is really nasty. Okay. Now it is the turn of the second blind orc, who is also going to drop his bow and is going to move at half speed to try and get to Copper Sense. Which he can't actually do, but he can try. Oh, actually, yeah, he can.
Wait, if this chick ever runs away from here, this is a permanent effect.
Okay, that's slightly worrying. And his sword swings wildly and misses completely. Now Vagazi's turn. First, Bosca will charge. Yeah, well within range. That hits. Let's just double check the damage, because I believe it's a d6 plus a d4, but let's make sure. Wolf dog. I am amazed that they actually introduced that as an animal companion, though. Oof, 9 damage, not bad. And now, the ranger's turn. And attack 1. Is that someone getting the hiccups by any chance?
It happens.
Attack 2. Attack 3. All 3 hit. Shame. And 30 damage. Not bad at all. I do believe it might be the dead man next. Yep. Jolene, you're up.
Yeah, just checking something. Okay, I guess I gotta try to break free.
Or you could
That's
just,
gonna be
or you
fun.
could just, or you could just double move at 15 feet around, at 15 feet per instance.
Well, I was planning on flying, so I don't know how much the entanglement would stop me from doing that.
Depend. Well, you need to make a concentration check on the spell, and then it would.
The fly's not a spell; it's a hex.
Oh, in which case you would probably need to make a. In which case, yes, you would probably need to make a strength or escape artist check to try and be able to get off the ground properly.
Yeah. Escape artist check is essentially a dex check for me, so which is better than my strength check. Nope.
No.
God damn it! What the hell?
What's up?
Well, I'm trying to move my the whole damn. What is going on? The whole damn map was moving when I was trying to move my token.
Oh, that. Yeah, that happens on occasion. That's the glories of Roll20 for you.
Crap. And now I'm way in, not even in the place I originally started. Let me refresh this. See if that fixes it for me.
Well, your character has been moved a bit, but do you want me to move it back to where it was?
I was trying to move it, and every time I tried to move it, it
okay, I think
moved
you
the
were
entire
about
map.
there.
I'm just trying to move. I'm refreshing the map screen
Okay,
right
do you want me
now.
to move you back to where you were, or?
Yeah, because it's got me in the wrong place. I was going in a different direction.
I think you were about there.
Actually, I was down 1, and that's about right.
Okay.
So, Drawing move half. So actually, since I'm still hasted, that'd be a 30-foot move anyway.
Yeah, apart from because you're entangled, you have half speed because you're entangled, and it's rough terrain as well. So you've only got a 15-foot movement.
Alright.
That's what makes entangled.
Yeah, I was reading over Dispel Magic. Unfortunately, Dispel Magic requires a target. You can't. Apparently, they reworded it so you can't just take out an area of effect spell.
Oh, that's. If you want to try and, I was gonna say, if you want to try and dispel the actual spell, I'm fine with you doing that. Because I think you should be able to dispel large area effect spells, because that's kind of one of the iconic things of just seeing a spellcaster caught in a spell just break it. So yeah, if you want to do that, feel free.
Okay.
I can't remember how dispel magic works.
Well, I gotta make a concentration check to cast the spell first.
Yep.
Which, honestly, I can make without rolling.
Yeah, well, roll anyway, just because there's always that chance of the 1. Okay. So you can cast the spell. Now I need to remember how dispel. Now I need to read the description on dispel magic because
I gotta roll a cast level check. The DC is 11 plus the spellcaster's level of the spell.
Okay, alright.
Well, unless she's a 15th level spellcaster, I think I did it.
Yeah, so just give me a second. And there's a massive wave of blue energy swiping through, effectively freezing and shattering all the binding grass. And now roll 20.
Oh my god, I used an actual spell. What the hell?
Oh, please tell me that
Otter gives you a thumbs up.
For some reason roll 20 didn't want to respond then. So yeah. The entanglement is dispelled. I'm sure that makes Akka very happy, with his turn still coming up.
Yep.
Why do I see charge the air? Why do I foresee air elementals being charged in the next turn?
It's a possibility.
Ah. Okay, the guy I thought was up next is actually dead, so that makes things easier. Akka, you're up.
Alrighty. I'm guessing she's evil, so I'm gonna go ahead and smite.
Oh god.
Oh, you survived for a while, Chris.
Yeah, I survived up until that spell effect went away.
And charge.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I rolled 3 natural ones earlier. I might get another one.
Oh no.
You do have the reroll.
It's only once a day.
Well, no, I mean the stuff.
Yeah, you got the
Oh,
roll.
yeah,
you got the roll twice ability, so I'm guessing
Right,
you're going to be using that. Or...
Probably if I miss on this.
Well, you have to
I assume
declare
you're
before
smiting
you
evil?
roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep.
You have to declare before you roll,
Let
so.
me take off all my arrows.
Yeah, well, he's
'cause it's
declared
only
that
one
he's
attack.
going to use it, so yeah.
And he can hit it. I mean, it's immune. It's immune to it, but still, the fact is that, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Thankfully, she's immune.
Still, like 180 damage
she
right
hadn't
there.
been, though.
Whoa.
Well, only the first one counts.
Yeah.
You still
Yeah,
managed
first
to
attack.
shatter all the bones
the
of the
first attack.
helmet.
Yeah. Holy hell!
That's one way to play it.
And that's my turn.
Oh, I am so glad I'm so glad druids get the option to become elementals.
That would have hurt.
It still did. It still took off nearly. It still took off nearly half her health.
Yeah.
Oh,
the way,
I forgot my holy.
I also forgot something too.
What?
You deal 11 extra
So
damage.
7 more.
So 18 more.
Okay. That was impressive.
You know, Chris, I'm really looking forward to the thundering and shocking burst of my pistol in the next game.
Oh, well, don't go investing too much. One of the options I'm considering is an artifact pistol. So don't go putting too much into an when there might be the option to pick up an artifact.
Or just
That means that your artifact will be in your
And the
second
bathroom,
hand.
I'll be right back.
So you have 2 pistols now.
No, I believe he's going sword and pistol.
I'm going for the pistol. The architect I'll have is pretty much specified. I think pretty much specifies it has to be with both.
Okay, so what you're saying is we need to fuse the gun and the sword together.
I'm not trying to go for a gunblade.
Gunblade.
If you did that, I will say it would be more in line with the more traditional gunblade. You know, the more real-world versions that are.
Actually, that's the neat thing. Final Fantasy XIV, the online.
Yeah.
Their new expansion added Gunblade as a class.
Oh yeah, I've been considering trying Final Fantasy XIV at some point. I will admit it does look really cool. It's just I don't know if I want to get sucked into to an MMO.
It is really neat MMO. I haven't played for about a year now, but that was more because my guild disbanded and I kind of lost people to play with. So
well, so if I join, we could always play
and
together.
I just haven't gone back to it
once I level up. But yeah, and of course there's the whole interactive rebuilding a city thing where you actually get to build the new housing area, which is pretty cool. Okay, so right, he's going to, let's see. Yeah, he's gonna have to double move because he's trying to get in contact with the Gazi, but I believe the dumbass has been shooting at. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And Aka is still outside of his range. And he still misses. one's going to drop his bow and make an attack on Bosca. Ooh, that hits. And 8 damage on Bosca. Alright. On to the elementals. Medium elemental, base speed. Oh, never mind, they've got 100-foot fly speed.
Please, something step within my attack range. Please, please, please. Thank you.
I feel so loved.
The one is probably going for me.
No, they all recognise major threat to their summoner.
And, heads up, Magnus. Elementals are immune to precision damage like precise strike.
That's fine. My studied combat still works on them.
1,
Very nice.
2.
So I can still use studied piranha strike.
Do any of those hit?
My AC is 25.
So no.
How do I have the same AC as Akka?
No idea.
Actually, no. I have more AC than Akka because I had my judgment up.
My AC is 29 versus the Druid.
And that's another miss against Akka. Will do. And let's just see how fast the Trent can move.
Has the tree ant done anything yet?
No, that's because it's been
I
waiting on
don't
command.
think so.
No, that's because it's been originally supposed to wait for this sort of situation. It's called it. It gets to be cover/distraction.
Ah,
Or it would if it weren't so far away and the others weren't in so much trouble already.
double-edged sword.
Yeah. Claudius, you're up.
Okay, so studied combat on the one that stepped within my range.
Okay.
I pity the fool. And
You drop your sword.
Yep.
god damn it.
Oh, that's a classic moment. Okay, so...
Yeah, I did that with Farina the other week. It's like, oh yes, I'm gonna get the attack and kill it. Drop your sword. Damn it.
Okay, so Akka, Copper Sense, you're about to get an attack opportunity because the Druid is running for it.
I don't have
Aww.
range.
Oh, of course, you're using a ranged
Well,
weapon.
depending on which direction it runs, it may run through your threatened area.
Yeah, it is going
Yeah, I was
to.
about to say, I don't have a weapon that has that. Yeah, I can hit him with that.
Yeah, it's running for a tree. So make your attacks.
Just the first one.
Are you kidding me? That is just wrong.
It's immune to crits, and you've been rolling crits on your first attack.
Yeah, I know. Now I've just got another one on AOO, and it's not going to do anything. Well, I mean, it still does.
Well,
68 points of
I was
damage
going
still.
to say, your version of
had
not doing
11
anything is...
Plus 12.
I had 11 to his and the untyped damage to mine.
80.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say, your version of not doing anything, well, yeah, it kills her.
And you're wrong. You did 91 damage.
that takes it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just did 91 damage to her.
And did 50 some earlier.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at these orcs and go, do you really want to be the next one to face this guy? And I point towards Akka, and I'm gonna try and intimidate the orcs.
Yeah, the rest of the orcs surrender. Well, more accurately, the rest of the orcs effectively suicide. They don't think they can win, and they can't surrender because if they did, things would not end well for them.
No. Turns away and looks sick.
So we'll go over your spoils next time, but I will say that you suspect part of the
What happens with the treant, whatever?
With the death of its spellcaster, it reverts to a tree. So one of the trees has moved 60 feet from where it was.
Okay.
There's something over there. I'm not sure what.
Huh.
And what about the 3 little elementals?
They disperse as well
They
because their
disperse.
summoner is dead.
They're summoned.
Let's see, just for the hell of it, I'm going to cast Infernal Challenger on this guy while he's still blind. And I'm just going to sit back and watch the show as a bearded devil basically is inside a ring with him.
Yeah, it's over quickly. It's a slaughter.
The bearded devil yells out and triumph.
Made up for those 3 natural ones.
What, you mean by 2-shotting the main villain of this encounter?
Well, I mean, other people did damage to it as well.
Yeah, there's one piece of item that we'll go over now, obviously. She was wearing Wild's leather lamellar armor. I'll go over the rest of her loot next section. But, so if anyone who wants leather armor that gives a +7 to armor class but has a -1 to armor check penalty.
Nice.
Well, it's the wild ability that's, if you're a shapeshifter, it's really good. Because with the wild ability, it carries over its armor class bonus to your shapeshifted form.
Yeah, which
So
is
you
why
want
she was
that
wearing
as,
it. It's every
You want to
druid's
wear it as a
best friend.
kitsune?
How often have you seen me in my fox form?
All the time.
Yeah. I have several means of shape-shifting. I just
Okay, my actual physical fox form.
turn into an eagle. And
Yeah, I think I need to start. I think I might need to upgrade some of the villains just because of Akka.
I just make them not evil.
They're worshipping devils. That's kind of
That would cut out
difficult.
about half the power he's been using against you.
Yeah, just
Make him neutral and he's screwed.
Yeah,
Just
I
make
would
them
make the
chaotic
point.
stupid.
These are all devil worshippers. I kind of have to justify stuff to do that.
Just saying.
There's spells and abilities that allow you to ignore your alignment, basically.
Yeah, well, we're gonna call it there,
there's
folks.
that.
Once again, we got to see Akka
Bye,
the Paladin
Calico.
Freight Train.
And this is what he does without the smite.
Yeah.
It's nowhere near as impressive.
He says rolling
Yeah,
no
yeah,
damage
we're
built
You
gonna
in.
get one crit in there, but yeah, it's still about half the amount of your normal crits.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Without the smite evil, it's decent. It's very decent, but
I was gonna say
nowhere
you're
near
still
as
your
impressive.
natural 1 damage is still 28.
Well,
I mean, he's built for damage.
he's built for damage.
And then some.
I'm picturing this.
The fact is, it's a 2-handed weapon, so it's getting strength and a half added to it.
Yeah, right. We're gonna call it there, folks, and we might see you next week. It might be the week after, depending on how busy people are on Easter Sunday. But for now, take care. And for anyone who's interested in the Seekers of Legend, we will be doing another class breakdown on Friday the 19th at 6 PM EST. Or EDT as it is now.
Gotcha.
Good luck.
Now we just need to worry